Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Porterhouse Skyrim Mod Reviews. I'm your host, Porterhouse, and that's no bull. Well, Skyrim fans, it's that time again. I have two excellent mods for you all. First, we'll be looking at an exceptional follower mod, and a little later, a weapon/armor mod that'll knock your socks off. First up, we have Brigitte and the Magical Lute by Hieroglyphics. If that name sounds familiar, that's because I reviewed his Nadia, Carmela, and Norelli mods in the past. I also have his follower Dralisi, but have not reviewed her as of yet. So in short, I'm a bit of a fan. Continuing in his usual tradition of excellence, Brigitte is absolutely adorable in her appearance with the blonde hair and the blue soulful eyes. The mod author uses his own unique method of creating the character's body and face using high-definition textures and meshes. The default body type is a 4K UNP, but you can get optional downloads for a variety of CBBE and BBP and HDT, and then slim versions of those as well. And there is a UMP standard non-HDT. 2K skin textures, Brigitte's body slide preset, and a Japanese translation are also available. Hieroglyphics really covered all the bases with this mod. Brigitte's race is a custom Breton. Her combat style is two-handed. She levels with the player from 10 to 100, and her outfit is the Shawnee clothing from Witcher 3. Her class is Combat Bard, which I will explain in further detail in just a little bit. She has a custom dialogue based on the female young eager voice set that has been carefully edited to make something unique. Brigitte can be found at the Winking Skeever in Solitude, but you just can't go up to her and get her to follow you. There's a short quest that you have to perform before she's available. Now, it seems that a bandit has stolen a very valuable family heirloom from her, and in this case it's a lute, and Brigitte wants it back. Once you have returned the lute to her, you can initiate a dialogue that will allow you to recruit her. Brigitte has a unique two-handed fighting style that frankly made me giggle a little bit when I first saw, and yes, you're going to hear this right, heard it in action. Hieroglyphics really did something special with this. On top of beating bad guys to death with a musical instrument, Brigitte also has two custom spells. One is a healing song, which means she heals herself and her allies when her health falls below 60%, and the other is Vocal Barrage that is similar to Unrelenting Force, but also combined with the Disarm effect. There are some requirements for Brigitte, which include HDT Physics Extensions, XP32 Maximum Skeleton Extended, and SKSE. A little later, I'll be taking Brigitte out to the field with May, and you'll get to see her in action. Next up, we have the Nightingale Dagger, Sword, and Shield by ClipsyMoon. The mod author made these beauties from scratch with 2K textures, and they are absolutely superb. Each item has the Nightingale sigil worked into the design in some fashion, giving each item its own individual look. They can be crafted at the forge under the Daedric sections and then upgraded. You can also craft enchanted versions of the dagger and sword, which drain health and stamina from the target and giving it to your character. The dagger has a base damage of 15, the sword 25, and the shield has an armor rating of 35. There is a handy faux mod installer created by Homerside that allows you to choose which items to install and what size of shield you want, regular or small. There's also a patch for dual sheath redo. Each of the items has a crisp texture and a well-designed mesh that makes them look real enough to touch. Now it's time for my favorite part of the review. I'll be taking Brigitte and the Nightingale Gear out for a test run in the field, and you'll get to see the mods in use. Sit back, relax, enjoy the clips, and we will be back in a bit.
You won't get away. And you thought I was just a pretty face. Me with no choice. Bruce?
We're routed! Fall back!
I have to admit, I'm disappointed.
There you have it, folks. Both mods performed flawlessly, and I just had a ton of fun playing with both of them. Brigitte's special spells really made the difference in a battle without being OP. I will admit that she is no great shakes at fighting dragons, but I think that has to do with her two-handed fighting style. Hieroglyphics gave her her own AI package, and it absolutely enchanted me. Brigitte would randomly play music, wander around, and even sit down waiting patiently for my character to move along. Her two-handed instrument combat was an absolute hoot, and the accompanying boing noises were hilarious. The author really made something special here, and you need to check it out. As a side note, after completing her quest and taking her on as a follower, Brigitte worked with extensible follower framework without a hitch. Now, the Nightingale Gear was not only formidable in combat, but it looks terrific as well. I really like that you get a choice in the shield sizes, and I am especially fond of the buckler size shield. The option of making the weapons enchanted from the get-go is also a nice touch. ClipsyMoon is obviously very talented, and I not only encourage you to try out the Nightingale Gear, but Clipsy's past mods as well. Now, I'm going to recommend that you download and try out both mods, and if you enjoy them as much as I have, remember to endorse them and vote up your favorite as File of the Month. Once again, I'm your host, Porterhause, and if you enjoyed my video, please drop me a like, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. I will see you all at the next review.